it, and remember to hit that bell down there. So,
Yeah, there we go.
yep.
All right, so this one we can file under kind of odd.
Oh, this.
Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take it because the weirdest part about this is that Corey came up and he sent me this article and he said, "Oh, by the way, there's these guys that want to turn around and put billboards up into space." And I was like, "What?" And he's like, "It's from Futurism magazine. You got to read this."
It's
and
a bit dated, we know,
it's a bit
but
dated.
we'll get there.
We'll get there.
We'll get there. Yeah.
So it was kind of interesting. It said this startup wanted to launch giant glowing ads into the night sky. And I was like, oh, okay. And it's called StarRocket. I was like, oh, okay. So basically what these guys wanted to do was put constellations, small series of satellites into
CubeSats,
CubeSats in low Earth orbit. And basically they would fly over these cities and give you a 6-minute ad that would basically float over your city in whatever design that you wanted. And I was like, and kept on reading a little bit more. And I said, okay, so these guys wanted to be putting stuff together by 2020. And then they said they want to have their displays by 2021. And I was like, interesting. We haven't really heard anything about them. So I wonder what happened. Well, a little bit of investigation, and I do mean very little, is basically just going to the StartRocket website, and basically they developed a whole new plan and said that basically they realized that nobody really wanted what their initial plans were.
The first part of the page.
Yeah, the first part of the page is they basically said at some point, what is it? Currently, there are 500,000 pieces of debris up there.
We go all the way to the top.
But we go all the way to the top.
There it is, right there.
It says, securing space for a brighter future tomorrow. After receiving many comments and a lot of constructive criticism, we realized that many people care about the problem of space pollution around the Earth. We decided that we can help mankind by taking up this new project. So basically what these guys came up with is a catch-all, right? They decided that, hey, we're not going to really be able to do what we wanted to, and they designed this foam that is going to be a new way of space exploration, because what they go in and they say basically is with every new launch, with every piece of material that goes into space, there's another accumulation of space junk. Now, Corey and I have talked about this many times on the show, saying, hey, as more and more space tourism goes up, more of these low Earth orbit satellites get up there, there's going to be a lot more debris up there.
There is. There's, a lot of stuff up there, if you guys don't know. And it's been a problem. And actually, a lot of companies alluded at. A lot of companies are talking about how to work that, and we've touched on a few. Go ahead, man. Sorry.
No, we touched on a few, and look, so these guys, they came up with this concept, which is actually pretty cool. So we're gonna roll a quick little video here from them, which is unique. So here, we'll let this roll for a minute. Let's see if it does roll. I know we got it rolling before.
Space tourism, colonies on Mars, conquering the solar system, encountering new civilizations. But all of this will just remain a magnificent dream unless we make a difference. Currently, there are more than 500,000 pieces of space debris revolving around our planet. And they are moving at a speed of 28,000 kilometers per hour. As there are more and more of them hurtling around, in the near future, they will pose a serious threat to space flights. Our mission is building a safer world, where technology brings endless opportunities to people of today and tomorrow. So when the most magnificent dream of humankind, the goal of conquering outer space, was being endangered, we could not just stay on the sidelines. Kaspersky supported the StartRocket team, a group of expert chemists and aerospace technicians who succeeded in finding a solution for removing debris in near-Earth space. Our solution will help to remove debris from the Earth's orbit using a revolutionary combination of small spacecraft and special foam, securing space for a brighter tomorrow.
Yeah, it looks like it's basically a deorbiting solution is what they're looking at. They go up, this foam shoots out into space, it grabs something, and it brings it back down.
Makes a bunch of drag. And
yeah, so, I mean, this could be big. StartRocket itself, when you shared me the article, I was like, these guys were boastful. The article, you have to read the first article. It's almost hysterical.
It's a little bit interesting.
Yeah, how much of a reversal in their ideology that these guys went with. However, if this works, and it actually, to me, not being a space scientist, looks viable, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, there's, as we mentioned, there's a lot of other companies, big name companies, working on ways to get rid of or repair for that matter, repair satellites that are get rid of old ones that are up there and they're moving too fast to deorbit themselves, or repair stuff. And this appears like it will be or could be a cheaper solution, something that's a little bit, I mean, in a way disposable, right? I mean, they launch these canisters up, it makes a net, and I know space is large. Don't get me wrong, too. There's a lot of space out there, so this would have to be put in certain orbits where they think they can get the most debris. A slight concern I have thinking about this is I don't know if these canisters types of navigation or propulsion on them. I say that because you don't want to run this thing into something that doesn't need to get deep. And that would cause a problem because this foam looks sticky enough that if you accidentally run into somebody's satellite,
right,
you're gonna have a problem because I don't know how to get it off. I mean, it's in space. I don't know how that would work. So
right.
So I say that with just my thoughts there. Looks like it could be good to getting debris out for sure. It would have to be put in certain orbits and to get the most quote bang for your buck if they don't navigate themselves or whatever. But nevertheless, there could be other problems with it. Yeah, we'll see.
Right. So basically, what they're saying is by 2022 they want to launch a satellite collector with the foam barrel and space debris collecting system out there. Right. So they're basically they've announced their timeline for getting this done. But the big thing to me is, like you said, I didn't even think about it. What if you deorbit something? What if it goes astray? Now, the other thing would be, I can imagine if they have the ultimate misfire that you could end up one day seeing the International Space Station draped in these foam canisters that is just kind of just stuck there like spider webs.
I mean, it would be
problematic, but nonetheless,
seemingly quite difficult. I don't know how about this foam's chemistry, how it actually, if it maybe has a shelf life, or something like that.
Right.
But never. Either way, the foam itself, if it doesn't deorbit, it's more debris, right?
Right.
So you have to think they would have a built-in design so that it was going to deorbit itself. It would never be jettisoned from the main satellite that launches it, with the intent that it's going to travel fast enough to just stay up there. It would have to always be in such an orbit that it would deorbit itself. Otherwise,
what's the point?
You're going to make more problems. You're going to make more debris. So yeah,
you could. And imagine. Well, here's the other part. I guess what's the cleanup man, right, for its own rocket? So you launch the thing into space and it gets up there. Then don't you literally have to have the thing on your own rocket that cleans up the mess that your rocket just created as a satellite, right? So you basically you have a whole field of these things that go up and they catch all this garbage to bring it out of space. But then you have to have one last one on board so you clean up your own space junk, right? Leave it better than when you left it.
Well, I guess we'll see how the hell.
It'll be interesting. But what's really funny, more or less, is that they did a quick reversal of fortune there, basically going from satellite advertising and putting in things low Earth orbit to suddenly let's clean up space. So good for them figuring it out.
Yeah.
Let's hope they're successful, and let's hope that there's an investment possibility for everybody at some point, because it will become crowded up there as we put more and more stuff into space, including the use of space for space tourism. So there's that.
Yep.
All right, folks, like, subscribe, follow. Let us know what you think in the comments below. Tell us if you think we got it right, got it wrong, or any other interesting perspectives that we might have missed. And again, we appreciate all the support on the channel here. And thank you. And we're looking for that person to bring us to 300. That would be amazing. So there you go.